Okay, I'm going to review this beer. It's called a Radeberger Pilsner. Now, this is a German beer. It's imported by Coles. Comes in a 330ml brown bottle. Has 4.8% ABV. Now, this beer wasn't that expensive. Now, I thought I'll have a look, just get some information on this beer. I went on to a quick look at Beer Advocate. I've been on there for ages. Anyway, it gets a score about 84, and the brothers gave it an 89. The Olstrom brothers, I think they're called. So I picked this up because I can't get this. There's no Liquorland where I live, and so I grabbed this. I grabbed a handful of other beers, like the Steam Rail, the one I just reviewed before. And so we're going to review this, have a sticky beak out, and see what it's like using the innocent gun here. Bowl open up, snap her off, and we'll get a cap out of that. That's pretty good. Harley bends the cap, so that's good. Pour it into my favourite glass, the English pint glass, which I picked up about 2 years ago from a second-hand store for $1. It has been one of the luckiest glasses I've ever owned, touch wood, and it keeps it up. It hasn't been broken. And if you're watching this, you're obviously into you try different beers, and what happens? Your beer glasses break. It's just what happens. But this one's been very lucky. It's had a few close calls, but it's always pulled through. So I got one thing of bright white head. That is bright white. A beautiful clear appearance, light straw appearance with little bubbles streaming up. It looks pretty good in the glass. The smell. Ooh, it smells like got that German macro smell to it. Kind of like Bitburger. Bitburger's a Pilsner. That's what it reminds me of. The good old Bitburger. Hey, maybe a bit of kind of like a spice. But anyway, let's get into it. Have a try. Cheers. Yeah, that's your German macro Pilsner flavour. Malt. Sharp bitterness. Lingering on the tongue. Sweetness there, but the bitterness kicks in and gets it. It's very crisp. It's what I was saying with that steam roll. It's not crisp enough. It's kind of ale-like, where if you're thinking Pilsner, you're thinking that crisp finish, snappy finish there at the end. It's kind of like an iceberg. Break it off at the end. Just complete break off. That's what you expect. Well, I expect. That sweetness is there. And that bitterness, astringent bitterness. Very, very German macro. More bitter than, say, a Beck's. Very, like I said before, very Bitburger-like. Very Bitburger-like. It's not too bad. It's kind of like, if you said to someone, here we go, have a German Pilsner, you could grab this and be like, that's what it tastes like. That's what it is. Yeah, it's if you really like that kind of, if you like a German macro Pilsner, you're going to like this. I think the Paulaner, I think I had the Paulaner Pils once, and it was a dynamite beer. That was like, I don't know, because certain time, your mood you in can affect your taste buds. If you're in a really kind of mood where you're thirsty and you have something just hits a spot, and then you have it again, you're not in the mood for it, but you drink it and it doesn't hit the spot. But the Paulaner Pils was kind of like the top echelon for me for German Pilsners. This is still very solid. This reminds me a lot of Bitburger. Just a good everyday German macro Pilsner. got flavour like the flavour says respect me. Just that bitterness. People say to me, had a mate say to me, is Beck's bitter? I said, well, Beck's ain't bitter. But maybe to you it could be bitter. You know what I mean? Like, we're talking bitter, we're talking IPAs, that's bitter. If you said to me, is this bitter? I'd say, well, it is a bitter. It's bitter to the everyday drinker. You would find this bitter. So, let's round it up. Radeberger Pilsner, which I picked up from Liquorland, and it's imported by Coles, who own Liquorland and all that, of course. If you like the older pills, the bit burgers, etc., etc., you're probably going to like this. I'd probably give this a solid, we'll go a B+. A B+, a very solid. It kind of fits in that style of a German macro Pilsner. So a B+ for Radeberger. So thanks for watching this episode of Jez Reviews. Till next time, as always, is take care, be careful, don't drink too much, drink in moderation, I stress, and I'll catch you all later.